Hey everyone, and thank you for buying my Pinterest pin templates with Canva. I'm going to show you how to edit them here. So you should have clicked on the link. You would have been prompted to set up a Canva account if you didn't already have one, and then they should open up like this. Now these might not be the exact pins that you bought. That's okay. The editing works the same with any of the pins. So I just kind of want to show you how to use Canva. So first of all, the first thing you're probably going to want to edit is the fonts. You can come in here, you can double click on it and change words, grow, you can say anything you want, and just clicking and changing the lettering. You can also click on them and change the font itself by coming over here and just choosing a different font. Okay, and then if you don't like the changes that you've made, you can come up here into the backup and change that to exactly what it was in the beginning. Now you can also change the colors, so you can click on any element or box and change to a different color if you'd like. There is also opacity settings. So this one, as you can see, is a little bit transparent. You can make that more transparent. You can make it completely opaque, but you do that up here in this corner, okay? And the next thing you might want to change is just moving a box. Like this box, you might not like this box here. You could drag it around to a location that's more convenient, or you can just click the delete button and delete it altogether. Now on this, I pulled this photo in of a girl on a beach, and it will automatically crop off the edges, so you don't have to come in and crop them like this, but you can if you want. And you can use photos that are either landscape or portrait, and then just pull them and drag them to fit the way that you want. But you can also change those out, so you can delete the photo that's there. You can come in, let's say, woman on a beach, and choose any of them that you want. Now notice that some of these say pro and some of them are free. Most of mine say pro because I am signed up for pro, but you'll have a good selection on your free sign up of different photos and things that you can use, okay? But anyway, so if you come over and pull it right to the edge of a picture, it will auto fill in this whole area for you. All right, and after you do that, you can also, if you want anyway, you can upload. You can go and say upload media and choose any videos or pictures or anything that you have to upload to use. Some that you may have taken yourself, or some that you may have bought through iStock or Adobe or something like that, and you happen to love and want on your pins, then you would just go pull them in and they would be right here. Okay, now let me talk to you a little bit about layers. When you're creating, or when I created these, they're done in layers. So when I put these pictures on first, these three pictures, they were the bottom layer. Afterwards, I overlaid this white box that goes all the way around it, okay? So when does that become a problem? Right now, if I want to edit this photo, it's easy because it pokes out past this, so that layer is not covering it. But if I want to edit this one, it won't click because it's underneath this bigger layer. It just clicks this bigger layer. One thing you can do is just grab the layer and pull it out of your way, and then you can edit things and then put it back to where it was. The other thing you can do is come in here into position and say send this to the back. It is now the very back layer. Well, almost. The photos that you pull over will be underneath those. But it's behind all of these. And then you can go in and change and click and edit these how you want. And then when you're finished, you can go and pull it back to the front. And that's how you work with layers. So if they're in your way, just drag them out of the way or send them to the back and then bring them front again, okay? Now, there's also some cool elements in here. For example, this little stick. This is just an element that I placed on there that was part of their stock. You can delete that. You can go into elements. You can do shapes. These shapes are when you want to add a shape to it. You can do that just by dragging that, changing the color up here to anything you want. So that's one way. Getting off track a little bit here. That's something I do often. But let's say that you're doing a recipe about hot apple cider and you wanted some cinnamon sticks at the bottom, of course you'd make the colors to match this, but you can pull an element and just drag and drop. That's what one of the things I love about Canva is it's so easy to just drag and drop stuff. It really makes it easy. And then if you don't like what you've done, like I said, you can come up in the corner and undo all of that. Another thing you might want to do is use a video. They have some cool stock videos that you can use, or you can, like I mentioned, you can upload your own videos. But let's say we wanted to use this video of the beach. You just pull it over to the edge and you'll see now it's turned into a video pin, and you can export it as a video and import it into Pinterest as a video pin. Super cool, right? Okay, now one thing you're going to want to do is shorten it. So Pinterest has a rule. We've been doing Pinterest for like 12 years now, so we kind of know what we're doing there. Pinterest has some best practices that they've published. You can actually have a video pin as short as 4 minutes or as long as 15 minutes. Nobody really sits on them for 15 minutes. Don't do that, guys. But if you decide that you want to promote the pin eventually, you're going to want it to be right around that 6-7 minute mark. Maybe slightly longer than that, but not very long and not super short if you're going to promote that pin. You actually want it to be between 4 and 15 seconds long if you're going to promote it. That's kind of their sweet spot. You don't want it longer or shorter than that. I wouldn't even go as short as 4 seconds if I'm promoting a pin. I love them to be like around 6 or 7 seconds, 10 seconds maybe if you can hold their attention, but something just to draw people in. But you can go like this and click on the video itself, and up here it will tell you how long it is. It's 19.6 seconds long. And if you click on that, it gives you the option to trim off the beginning. You know, it doesn't matter so much when you're just looking at waves, but if you have a video that's showing, you know, how to do a recipe or how to gather eggs for your chickens, whatever your niche is, then you can trim this down to show just as much of the video as you want. And when you're done, it will show you how long it is now. It's now 7.7 seconds long, which is definitely a better length, okay? And so you can do that just by clicking the video there. Now, on static pins, which are just the plain everyday pins with Pinterest, they're called static pins. You can download those by going here, click on download and choose what format you want them in. My favorite is JPEG for Pinterest. And then you can go in and choose, you can either click all of them, you want all 50 of them downloaded, or let's say you've only edited maybe number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you only want to download 4 of them. Click download, wait for a second as it processes, and it will show up down here in the corner like all downloads usually do. Give that just a second. There it is. And notice when you go to click on it and show it in a folder, it's generally in your downloads, it has a zipper because it's a zipped file. I learned this the hard way 100 years ago. I could not get a file to work and it was zipped, and I didn't know there was such thing as zipped and unzipped files. But if you right click it and say extract to all, yes, back to this file, then it will open them up and you can access those, and then it's in the same folder, but instead of a little zipper being on it, it's available for you now, okay? And then once you've downloaded those, you can go put them in whatever folder you want, but those are now ready. This one, because I said download in the JPEG format, even though this is a video, it downloaded as a still image, okay? So I'm going to show you how to download if you are really trying to make video pins. And you actually have a video here that's going to be 7 seconds long. Just go to that pin, click download, and instead of JPEG or PNG, you're going to choose MP4 video, which is suggested for this pin anyway. And then click download, and it will do the same thing where it will process it, download it, and put it in your folder, generally your downloads folder. And that's pretty much everything, guys. Now, go to growcreateit.com. I have a website that's going to have a bunch of resources for you. Click on courses. If you want some help with Pinterest and you want it to serve your business better, not have to waste a whole bunch of time on it and just be this big giant time suck with only a little bit of reward, and you want to start getting more hits and more visits and more traffic, more sales, then check out my course. I have a whole course there. It's a few hours long that teaches you everything you need to know about Pinterest. It's pretty cool. And then I also have a shorter course about Pinterest automation so that you don't have to get on Pinterest all day, every day. Like, I can schedule most everything to be done on Pinterest within a couple hours a week now. And so that is super cool. Check it out. And then I'm not sure if you noticed on the PDF that you downloaded when you bought these pins off of Etsy, on it is a live link to go get some more pins for free. They'll be in Canva, editable, but they're geared more towards carousel pins, idea pins, which are super popular right now on Pinterest. They're really putting a lot of the idea pins at the top, and they're really promoting those well. And so you're going to want to do some of those pins as part of your Pinterest strategy. And so go over and get those. I have some that match the exact pin templates that you have already bought, and sign up for our email. You can get those for free. So check all of that out, and then be sure to go to my blog. I'm going to always be putting information there, helpful information, updates. Pinterest is changing all the time, and you want to stay on top of those updates and stay in front of that. So good luck, and thanks for buying those pins, and go check it out. All right. Hey, email me if you guys have any questions. I really want to help you guys and make this work for you, because I was super lucky to be able to quit my day job and do this as a living thanks to Pinterest. And I want to be able to share that with you guys and how I was able to make that work. So email me if you guys have questions. If you go over to mygirlcreatit.com, there's a place to contact us. All right. Thanks. See you guys.